Here we are with Roy Nelson. Can I have your hat? Your wife says the hair looks bad.
It does. It does look.
No, I meant mine.
No, yours looks fine.
Does it?
Mine looks bad.
I like yours. You were going with the, I forget who the Japanese guy was a couple weeks ago on WBC. He had like the horsey hair thing. He had it like really puffed up and then the sides all cut down. I like that. It's good stuff. You're a man of style. We know that.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely a man of style.
You look good. Again, let's go back to that first day or two in the house. You said the other day you would never real answer about how you felt afterwards and thinking back, taking the chance. How do you feel now that you wound up winning it?
No, I end up. I feel pretty good. I mean, I set out and got the 4 wins that I needed when I went in the house. So I feel pretty good now.
Well, I think the other part of it is style points. I mean, you want to win, but you could see the guff you were getting because you were winning, smart and winning with your ground game. It is nice to go on national TV and blast the crap out of a guy and show that you can do everything.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going out there to knock Brendan out. I was just going out there to win, and that's just how I fight in front of a live crowd.
You nailed him. I mean, you had nailed him. I kept marking down. Oh, that's another right. I mean, you were getting him.
No, I hit him a couple times. It just the range was I was just short like 3 times the first time, and then the last one I just stepped in to close the distance, and that was the one that counted.
Yeah. And as soon as you see him down, I mean, he's done.
I knew he was done, but I had to at least act like I was going to punch him again,
right, so
that Herb Dean can stop it, because sometimes you don't know if it's because when I had Kimbo, I had 44 unanswered punches, so you never know.
So when you look at other fighters and you see guys get upset if fans get on them and they're worried about their image, what do you think, and how come you don't care? I mean, you almost play it up. You jumped on the cage and you're rubbing your stomach and you're like, hey, you want to call me fat? Call me fat.
Did you hear my song? It was awesome.
I thought it was, when I heard it, I was like, that is dynamite. Who else mocks on themselves coming in? It's great.
No, I mean, Weird Al sold millions of records with that song. I mean, my striking coach in Holland has even heard that song. So I know it's world renowned. No, it's just it's entertainment. It's a style. Kimbo has his style. I have my style. And it's just one of those easier just to shut a lot of critics up, because it's like, you're not the one jumping in the cage. If you want to come train with me or, you want to come fight me, let's do it.
Mm-hmm. So how does it feel now thinking back to the you probably told the story maybe a year and a half ago for the first time, a couple years ago, about the, hey, you don't have the look. UFC, you got feedback from Joe Silva, you don't have the look. So how does it feel now that you kind of busted down the door and you're in?
You know what? I'm changing. I'm paving the roads for all the fat guys out there. Like Gina Carano did it for the women for MMA.
Sure.
So I'm doing it all for the fat people that are in shape.
Right. So hot women to fat guys, same thing. Good analogy.
Hey, everybody. See, the thing is, everybody forgets about Tank Abbott. He was, such an entertaining fighter, but except the difference is he didn't know how to fight.
Well, and it also proves the point. Marcus Jones looks like a fighter, doesn't he? He's 6'6" and probably walks around at 280 pounds, but he's not a complete fighter.
No, Marcus is definitely a football player, and he's definitely a good jiu-jitsu guy. On his, the fighting part, he needs a little work. But there was a couple times he could have won the fight. He could have won the fight tonight.
Handed to Mitrione. I know you were high on him. You told me on the show about a month ago he had some of the fastest hands you've ever worked with.
Yeah, no, Matt just has the fastest hands. Like, the thing is that he punches hard and he has fast hands. But, the only thing I can say is, Marcus could have capitalized on when he actually had him down. I think he got a little gas. I think could have been the UFC jitters. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that could be going on, but the thing is Matt sucks on the ground, and I know that for a fact.
And he couldn't take advantage of it.
And he just didn't take advantage of it. He kind of, kind of held him a little bit and then let him, squirm to get back up. And then once they went back to the feet, then that's, Matt's game.
Did you watch the Kimbo fight? You sound, in the past when we've talked, like you're a Kimbo fan.
Yeah, I watched Kimbo's fight, while I was working, getting ready. It was, it's definitely one of those things if you don't have the other fighter that wants to engage, because Houston did not want to get hit. So it was, I can't put any blame on Kimbo, but at the same time, Kimbo can throw a couple jabs to make the engagement.
Yeah, I thought Kimbo could have attacked a little more. I thought he was a little tentative at times too.
I think all Kimbo wanted to do tonight was just show the public that he has now a ground game.
Is that right? He went out to prove that? It wasn't bad. I mean, at least he showed he had power. He's a heavyweight. That's the one thing. I think the question's at 230, he doesn't have the strength to compete with you guys. I think he does.
No, he's definitely one of the strongest guys I've ever wrestled with. But I just think he just so much stronger than Houston. I think he was just so much bigger.
All right, last one. And you're going to deal with this no matter what. I had one of the media guys immediately after the fight. Well, he's good. But, I mean, who's he going to beat in the heavyweight division? I'm like, really? Already we're going to do this? Well, so what do you think when people say that? They're like, oh, well, so what?
I'm the fat guy. So it really doesn't matter. It was I think it was after I beat Kimbo, and everybody complained. I'm the official UFC suck meter. So if you can't get past me, I guess I'll be the one that'd be like, well, you'll get that call from Joe Silva saying you can't fight no more.
I think there's a couple of guys, at least mid-level, I'd like to see you fight and then work your way up the ladder. So I don't think you're going to get a title shot right off the bat. But I legitimately, I think you're right at the back end of the top 10 in terms of competing with those guys, no doubt. Maybe higher.
No, I think whoever the UFC wants to throw me in with, I'm ready to get out there and do it.
But you will promise not to work out, not to train at all before the fight, like you said you did for this one.
I trained twice for this fight.
Okay.
And it was twice this week, so
all right, good.
Now I need to go eat.
There you go.